It's strange how time can move forward while parts of your soul stay trapped in one moment. You think the past fades? That distance can make memories weaker, but some don't. Some memories cling like wet sand to your skin, impossible to wash away. It's been 2 years since that day. 2 years since the silence between who I was and who I became. Sometimes I wonder if life was teaching me something, or just punishing me for not paying attention sooner. It began so simply, a quiet trip to the beach with my son Leonard, just the two of us. Phoenix, my husband, had work. He always did. I told myself I didn't mind. After 15 years, I'd learned how to be alone, even when I wasn't. The sun that morning was warm and kind. The ocean shimmered like glass, breathing in and out with calm precision. Leonard ran toward the waves, barefoot and fearless, his laughter skipping over the sound of the sea. For the first time in years, I felt something I'd almost forgotten. Peace. No phone buzzing, no tension in the air, no forced smiles across a dinner table. Just the ocean, the wind, and my child's joy. But peace never lasts. It's delicate, like a seashell that shatters the moment you hold it too tight. Something inside me shifted that day. Not something visible, but something deep and irreversible. I realized I had become invisible. Not to the world, but to the man I loved. Phoenix didn't stop seeing me out of cruelty. He stopped because comfort makes you blind. I had become part of the background, like the walls that kept our house standing, present, necessary, but unnoticed. I kept pretending it was fine. I smiled through the ache. I convinced myself that love simply matures into silence, that emptiness is part of marriage. But on that beach, as I watched Leonard dancing in the sunlight, I envied him. His laughter, his freedom, his unbroken spirit, and I realized how far I'd drifted from the woman I once was. When we came home that evening, the house was dark. Phoenix was still at work. I stood by the window, watching the city lights blink like distant stars, listening to the clock tick, each second louder than the last. And that's when it started. Not an affair, not betrayal, something quieter, bitterness, the kind that doesn't scream, it whispers. It grows slowly, like ivy, wrapping around every tender part of you until love can't breathe anymore. I stopped trying. I stopped forgiving. I started living in the shadows of my own resentment. Days turned into months. Phoenix and I shared a house, but not a life. We moved like ghosts, present but disconnected. Even Leonard changed. His laughter faded into silence, his light dimming in the echo of mine. I told myself it was just adolescence. But deep down, I knew. Children don't escape what their parents refuse to face. Then one night, Phoenix came home late again. I was in the kitchen, half asleep over a cold cup of tea. When he walked in, something in his eyes stopped me. It wasn't guilt. It was exhaustion. The kind that comes from years of pretending everything's fine. He sat down across from me and whispered, "I'm sorry, Freya. I didn't realize how far we'd drifted." For the first time in years, we talked. Really talked. Not about bills or chores or Leonard's grades, but about us. About who we used to be before routine swallowed us whole. We didn't fix everything that night, but we cracked the silence wide enough for light to come through. You see, this isn't a story about infidelity or drama. It's a story about loneliness, the kind that grows between people who forget to see each other. About how silence kills love faster than anger ever could. If you've ever felt unseen, if you've ever watched love fade so quietly you didn't notice until it was gone, then you already know this ache. The hardest part of healing isn't forgiving someone else. It's forgiving yourself for letting parts of you disappear. The truth is, the past doesn't need to vanish for you to move forward. You just need to face it. Look it in the eyes and say, "You're part of me, but you don't define me anymore." So if you're listening, remember this. Don't wait for someone else to notice your worth. Don't wait for love to remind you you're alive. See yourself first. That's where healing begins.